Hi there. Welcome. This is another fine edition of Grimm's Tales, where I've kidnapped yet another one of my castmates. Say hello to Johnny. Johnny, say hi.
I'm here completely against my will.
Yeah, you are, bud. So, when I decided to give everyone their homework, at least for spooky season, because I wanted to at least talk about some spooky movies and everything. We had some great recommendations. We had some legitimately scary movies, and I said, guys, pick a movie, pick whatever you want, so long as it's somewhat spooky. We had The Lost Boys. We've had Freddy vs. Jason, and here comes Johnny with
Halloweentown, baby.
Johnny. Let's talk about it. Okay, so firstly, I'm not shitting on that whatsoever because it is a fantastic pick, and it honestly is a movie.
Listen, you're a 90s kid, I'm a 90s kid.
True.
It's just one of those movies that if you grew up during that time, like you watch Home Alone during Christmas time, you're going to watch Halloweentown during Halloween time.
See, that's the thing though, because I haven't seen this movie probably since I was honestly a teenager, back when like the Disney Channel was still somewhat the Disney Channel that we grew up with.
The heyday.
The heyday, if you will, yes. But seeing it again, I'm gonna be completely honest. Yeah, I felt like a kid again.
Yes.
I
The movie is not good by any
No,
means.
listen, it's a Disney Channel original movie, and by definition, it is nothing to like go home about. But at least for us, it was. I enjoyed it.
Like the moment you hear like even the music that iconic theme, I'm like, oh man, I'm back in 1997. Here we go. Yes, like I haven't seen it in quite a while either, but I still remember like the music. I still remember a whole bunch of the one-liners, like, the dialogue, all the characters, the names, and everything. It all just comes rushing back to you because it's just one of those big nostalgia trips. And as far as holiday movies go, for the holiday of Halloween. Halloweentown is probably the number one movie, like childhood movies that a lot of 90s kids would pick when it comes to Halloween.
I'm going to agree with you with that. Absolutely. Also, something else I did want to bring out too, at least the effects, I thought they were going to be hot garbage. The effects, even for that time, they weren't really bad. They were actually pretty decent, which I was genuinely shocked at.
Well, stuff like the flying school bus, yes, a little bit.
Like,
I could stuff, but like those effects I could see being good for its time.
Mm-hmm.
But let's like the costumes, especially like the you
could
almost see the tags coming out of the back.
I said the effects, not the costumes. Well, granted, some of the costumes were great. Like you did see like some originality and heart went into these costumes. Were they perfect by any means? No.
Yeah.
Some of them were literally just weird pumpkins that people suck up. You saw like their like arms and everything. They were in border shorts and stuff. But at the same time, the charm was alive. And
it was very charming. That's the key. That's the key. It's not like not every Halloween movie needs to be spooky, especially if it's a kids movie. But
no,
it's one of those movies when we were talking about like Hocus Pocus. It's a similar situation that it's not particularly scary. Maybe it has one or two creepy scenes, but it doesn't have to be scary. It's about the lore behind like all the different types of Halloween creatures and characters that you have, like like witches and zombies and skeletons and all that stuff. Like you can have fun with it.
Yeah.
And as a kids movie, I think that's where it succeeds the most. That and the cast is pretty.
The cast was very good. Yeah. Every one of those kids were on top of their game. Even all the adults were great as well.
I mean, the adults especially. I mean, we had Judith Hoag, who Ninja Turtle fans would know as the original April O'Neil from the first live-action movie. And why is her name escaping me?
Kimberly J. Brown.
Kimberly J. Brown, but the grandmother.
Once again, professional.
But I need to pull that one up.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna pull it Jamie right now because I have it up, and I still Debbie Reynolds.
Debbie Reynolds.
Yes.
Oh my God.
God, the mother of Carrie Reynolds.
I was about to say she's a legend.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna hang us.
Yeah, but she I mean, I think she was definitely Debbie Reynolds was like the highlight of the movie.
Oh, of course.
She stole every scene that she was in.
Listen,
and you could tell she had a blast.
Oh,
taking this like.
But she was like the most like promoted like actress of it, like thinking, oh yes, 6 and 7-year-olds, they're gonna know about this actress. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who Debbie Reynolds is. Like,
But that was like all of our first exposure to her as an actress.
absolutely.
Yeah, and I remember. I mean, when the unfortunate news of her passing happened, I remember reading her name, and I was like, I remember that name. And I saw her face. I was like, no, not her, not the grandma from Halloweentown. I was so heartbroken. But yeah, I mean, she just like every room she walked in that movie was just she knew she owned the place. She was like the the matriarch almost of Halloweentown. She was like she just had that like, oh yeah, we'll take a broom and fly. Like of course I do this. Of course I do that. It was just like such like a like so amusing to watch her do her thing.
She kind of had a little bit of a vibe of Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
In a sense where like you knew she was the one in control of the whole thing, and everything was just going to be perfectly fine because you're under her care.
Yeah.
She's not going to let anything happen to you.
She was like an even more chaotic good version of Mary Poppins. I would say.
Johnny.
I know. D&D reference. Calm down.
D&D terms.
Halloweentown is the topic at hand. Let's not deviate too much. Let's not deviate. Close. Breathe.
Professional.
It's all right.
Okay. Yeah. So also towards the bad guy, Calabar. Yes. The warlock at the end, who I was just like, my God, like this is one of the best. Like, I'm not gonna say one of the best, but he's definitely like one of the better like Disney Channel original villains.
He put on quite a performance.
Oh, absolutely. Again, he also had fun with both, like as the mayor and as the warlock at the end. The man had fun.
Yeah, and I mean, watching it now, it's kind of obvious. Like seeing him the first time, he's like the smooth talking mayor. Like, like when you watch it now as an adult, it's like okay, obviously, like it's a foreshadowing.
You're gonna be the bad guy.
When I was a kid, I was like, I remember when he revealed his face, I was like, oh, it was him the entire time. Like, just like blew my mind as a kid. But I think he definitely had like the darker scenes in the movie. I mean, I mentioned before that like, even those movies spooky, it could be like could have like a couple creepy scenes.
Of course.
All of those scenes involved him. Like the movie theater scene, I always thought was very unsettling when they're just all in this void.
They're all there in the void, covered in cobwebs too, because they're like, oh no, there's nothing bad happening to us. We're just frozen in time.
Yeah.
Like, look at that as an adult now with the stuff that we've like experienced and seen and everything. Like, yeah, imagine being frozen in time for like possibly ever. It's like,
yeah.
My God, that's
and that's like when he like comes out of the screen and starts like attacking like everybody, and he looks pretty demonic too, like in that form. So I remember being a kid and being like, oh okay, I'm trying to be in this situation.
John, that laughed up.
Yeah, he was good. I was great. He did a good job with that, and him and I think that scene and the skeleton guy Benny, the cab driver,
Benny was.
Everything like the line that came out of his mouth. But he was great. But
when he was his own number one fan.
When the bad thing was in him and like you start to see like his eyes start to go like evil and stuff.
He had skeletal eyebrows.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Angry looking skeletons always look creepy as hell. And then when he tries to like grab the brother like into the car, I remember like watching that as a kid and thinking like, oh my God, like again, like it's just like like completely scared.
Yes.
Yeah, but like just like I would just hate to be in that situation right now, like Jesus Christ. But I mean, overall, like it's just I mean, we could just be listing off scenes that were great. But I think acting wise, like the adults were great. I think Marnie, Kimberly J. Brown was great.
Yes.
The kids, and even more like Kimberly J. Brown too. I feel like there was a few times where I felt like they were trying to remember their lines and they weren't in sync. When they were trying to say spells together.
Yes.
That's like when they were fighting Calabar, and like the mom and the grandma are both like trying to chant something together. You can just hear Judith Hope try to keep up with what Debbie Reynolds is saying because they're speaking Latin essentially, and she's just repeating after her, even though you can tell she's supposed to be in sync with her. So moments like that, like you see like where the cracks in production are, but it again, it was just every scene you could just kind of say like it was just fun to watch. But
I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I do feel like I'll actually fight you a little bit on that because I do feel like when you're like chanting we're going into this round for a second, folks. When you're chanting a spell and you're trying to get on the same page, yes, of course, you are gonna like step on a little bit until you do finally get into that rhythm.
Mm.
And then you add 3 other children into that too.
Right.
Of course, you're going to step on some things, but again, I don't know anything about spell work, but listen, things are going to happen, and of course, once again, I keep saying this was a Disney Channel original movie.
Right.
You're not looking at this for an Oscar. You're looking at this to put on for your kid to entertain them for an hour and a half. And
did a damn good job of doing it.
Listen, it entertained some 30-year-olds for an hour and a half.
It entertained me. When I watched this movie to do this video, I enjoyed the movie so much that when the prompt for the sequel came up, I tried watching that too.
I was about to say
I tried.
Yeah, you tried.
The sequel isn't nearly as good as the original, but it was just I was in that much of a Halloweentown mood that I was just sucked right into that universe completely.
But at least you didn't watch the third one.
Oh man, is that the one where they changed her actress, Kimberly J. Brown? Because she was a different person. Oh, I think the fourth one. There was a fourth one.
There's a fourth. I mean,
that's
was the fourth one. That's the one that no, because I know for a fact that she was still the same in the third one.
Yeah, because the second one is like when the son of Calabar comes back to get revenge on his dad and everything.
Right.
Revenge for his dad, and then the third one was like either Halloweentown High or something or Return. Yeah, but it was. I think it was the fourth one. It was definitely the last movie that they made. That they changed her actress, and everybody was like, "Just stop."
Yeah, please. Mindless violence.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things where, like, obviously the first movie is like the only one that matters. Of course, it's one everybody remembers and has like their joyful childhood memories of. But yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, so any we've talked about this at length. I'm about to grab the silver duct tape for you, but
yeah.
Is there any other like final thoughts that you do want to give to this?
To all 90s kids out there that have grown up and have kids of your own, definitely let them watch this movie when they get to be, around that 5, 6, 7 year age window, because they'll definitely enjoy it as much as you did.
All right.
A classic.
Very good. You know what, Johnny? Very well said. Now get out of my house.
All right.
Now, thank you for joining us, and Johnny really is leaving. So that's been another Grim Tale. Please do a couple of things. If you want to like, if you want to share, if you want to subscribe, cool. If not, just do it anyway. Until then, roll credits.
We out.
Well, he is.